burning pattern here, which is consistent with a flammable liquid burning from floor level, which is not a surprise when you consider that we've got a container of liquid elsewhere in the premises. And even without the petrol container, I would say that in the half an hour he's been gone, you're going to have a fairly good fire going to cause this sort of damage. It's not consistent with a smouldering fire, obviously. No. And his observation that there were 3 areas burning, together with the petrol, obviously suggests that it was deliberate.
Despite confirming that it was arson, the police have no suspects. Of the 26,000 cases of arson recorded every year, less than 1 in 10 will result in a successful prosecution. It's 4:30 in the morning and Red Watch is still on duty. Fire investigator Dick Hope and his partner Colin Ackerman have been called to a house in Harefield.
Morning. There's another one behind and another one behind there. Pulls you out. It's in the bathroom. Yeah. And it's basically the acrylic bath. What's caused it, I've no idea, Dick. I really don't know.
I would think.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just a fact of life, unfortunately, that accidents occur and they lead inevitably to fires. You get a little place of your own and you try and keep it neat and tidy, and when you see, as we do, the ravages of fire, the devastation that it causes, especially to more serious fires, with the plaster off the wall and the water and the smoke staining, the broken glass and the ruined furniture, it really is, it's a shame.
Just prior to going to bed, did either of you use the toilet?
Yeah, I had a bath about perhaps 12:30.
12:30?
Yeah. Then after that we went to
now
bed.
You're both smokers, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you have a cigarette whilst you were in
Not
there?
in the bathroom, no. No. Trying to restrict it to the front room.
Yeah. Oh, well, it is a peculiar fire.
Yeah.
To say the least. When you got out the window and came round, the house was totally secure.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
so
right. The keys were downstairs.
Yeah, there's no chance anybody had sort of been in the house whilst you were in.
No. I must admit, at first it sounded like someone was breaking in, but that's just all the mirrors
tiles,
smashing.
It's the sounds.
Yeah, no, all the windows were shut, everything.
There's no fire damage underneath the bath. It hasn't started underneath the bath and come through. The bottom of the bath is untouched. The flooring is untouched. The fire, that end is far more severely damaged than that. This end is the original culprit.
Have you had any problems with the electrics?
No.
Since you've been, I haven't looked, but I would think the age of the property, you've got sort of the little circuit breakers and anything blowing out.
That's sort of trip switch,
yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, nothing like that.
No. Yeah. When we got up, we turned to put the light on, but, obviously no power.
Yeah, because it had already blown out the trip switch. Right, well, they're just going to move the glass mirror that's on the floor away so I can kneel down and have a look at the thing.
Yeah.
Have you got any matches? Right, I'm going to try a little bit of experiment. Sustains the flame. Amazing, isn't it? Things you don't. That's the bath. Yeah. Just one match. 3. No. Now all you've got to do is now actually locate back to what could cause that sort of burn.
Do you have a smoke alarm in the house?
We have one. It's in the garage. So. Yeah.
You're lucky, then.
Very lucky, I think. I don't know what we would have done if it was further than one floor, But, yeah, very lucky, I think.
The smoke was already too thick for you to get out.
Oh yeah, we couldn't open the door because it was actually in the room. It was quite thick.
It got quite hot as well.
Yeah, very hot. Yeah, and we couldn't see anything, so we just opened the window and both just I'm about to jump out. So, yeah, quite frightening, really.
It's just a fact of life. People hate to admit, you know, they've done something. I think possibly by, you know, not stating that they've been smoking in the bathroom and caused an accidental fire, that the insurance might not pay up. But of course that's not it. It's still an accidental fire, whether you cause by a cigarette or dropping a pot of something that's going to cause a fire. You know, it's just an accident. At the end of the day, truth will out, but it does appear to be at this stage that it's going to be an accidental fire, probably caused by a cigarette. But
This is the bedroom we were in, which is adjacent to the bathroom. Yeah, we both come out, well, just jumped down here, really. And of course the keys were downstairs, so we had to smash the front window to actually, so the firemen could get in. Yeah.
yeah, I just can't think of any other source. The only other thing you've got to look at is that somebody, whilst they're in bed, has broken into the place and sent them to the bar, which yeah, highly unlikely. I think you can discount that because there's nothing missing. If there was something missing. Does the cat have the run of the house?
He does, yeah.
That's it. The cat's been smoking.
He's got his friends round for a barbie.
That's it, the cat's been smoking. But you've got no smoke detectors, have you? Get the one out of the garage and put it in.
I know. Tell me about it.
People would learn.
Yeah.
You're lucky. It didn't
Cheap
change
as
your
well,
life this
I
time,
think,
did it? You could have been very unlucky. You're very lucky as it is.
Yeah.
Despite what your dad's going to say when he sees it.
Where's Dad?
3,000 miles away, I'm on. So, coming back in a couple of weeks' time as it goes, so maybe tomorrow now.
Yeah. Oh. He's working out there, is he? Yeah.
We'll have one last look at it, Dick, to
Yeah,
confirm that.
okay.
Every year, there are more than 60,000 domestic fires in the UK, over 80% of them caused by accidents.
Officer 04, your orders for fire FIU required at John Perry's School, Long Drive.
In the past month, Northwest Area fire investigators have been called to 5 suspected arsons in the same neighbourhood.
Yeah, it's the 2 arsons on the far corridor. We'll take one behind me and show them.
Well, before we go on the way in, we can say we've got, before we hit the main seat fire that was discovered outside, we've got a small fire here as well. Obviously the school notice board, something appeared to be a match to it.
Was the door open?
This door was open and the side door was open as well.
That front door was open. They didn't have to force an entry. Several things we have to consider in the course of the investigation. The security of the building. We asked the fire crews what they saw, where they actually found the fire to be burning when they first arrived.
That's the first seat of fire that we encountered when we pulled up.
So that's the one we've seen from outside?
Yeah.
I suppose the biggest arson motive is pure vandalism. Another one is a financial gain, fraud. You've got revenge. People will often set fire to another person's premises to get back at them in one way or another. You've got the people that have got a mental disability or something like that. They love to watch fires. They love to see the fire engines come. So that they will set fire to buildings just so they can get the thrill out of seeing the fire engines. So there's all sorts of motives. That would account, I would think, for probably most of the fires. And then you just get the fires that are motiveless. You just don't know why they were set. It just doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to setting the fire.
Stored papers.
The one in the entrance hall, where the front door was open when the fire crews arrived.
They must have gone in some way.
The end of this alleyway had been broken.
So they've gone in that way?
They've gone in there and it looks like they've done a tour on the way round. The classroom doors were open.
unlocked as opposed to open.
You had a history of this before?
No, it's the first time. You see, there are a bit of state of fires in the area, as you might have known. At various schools. So I had a policy of not locking doors because they can cause more damage by doing that. And that's why none of the inside doors are locked.
And they've broken in through the window into the kitchen, and it would appear taken some trophies from the trophy cabinet, and they were seen by people leaving through a rear exit.
We need to examine what steps we need to take tonight and in the next couple of days in terms of security, getting the fire assessors in, getting the site surveyor in, etc.
And presumably you've got contingency monies that we can get in security straight away to actually seal it up.
That can be done immediately, yeah.
Because I wouldn't trust characters around here to do it again in the next few days.
Get people
Seeing the
outside.
doors open and everything. I mean, we're actually lucky they appear to be peculiarly stupid arsonists because they actually, lit it in the middle of the front entry, where people could see it and stuff, and went out in the nearest bit of houses and everything. So, if they'd have been serious arsonists, they could have done the whole place in the time they had available.
No, what are these here? These are... No. No, they wouldn't have been there.
Speaks volumes, doesn't it? I say one of the most major causes of fires in schools, arson.
Every year, as many as 1 in 8 schools will be hit by arson.
What that was all about. Oh yes, yeah. Yes, the old hairs on the back of the neck go up and you get the old tingle. And now sitting there, not knowing what they've turned out on, you think to yourself, shall I go down and have a look? Could it be something that we might be required to attend? But it's just a case of waiting there.
In Ballard's Lane itself. So it's onto Ballard's Lane, that's it. So it's Great North Road, straight across, Mr. Falladon way out, across the North Circular, up to the top round. Gotcha.
Round 4 on the right.
Hang on, I'm going to go wee first. We've been called to a 4-pump fire. It could be something, it could be nothing, because we're called automatically to 4 pumps. So until we get there, we won't know exactly what it is we've been called to. I think we better make our way out the corridor past this and get out of this. Oh dear.